I told my family our vacation sucked after they made me sleep on the floor in my stepbrother's room for 10 days. I'm 16 and I share a room at home with my stepbrother Jaden, who's 12 but acts a lot younger because he has developmental delays. He needs someone with him when he sleeps, or he freaks out and wakes up screaming. My other stepbrother Camden is 10 and they don't get along at all, so I got stuck with Jaden in my room to keep the peace. At home, I have a divider set up so I at least feel like I have some privacy, but it still sucks when Jaden wakes me up in the middle of the night scared or wants to cuddle with me like I'm his teddy bear. We never go on vacations because all of Jaden's therapy costs so much money. He has special equipment at home to help calm him down, and my mom says it's too expensive to maintain. But this summer, we finally went on a trip for 10 days, and my mom promised I'd get my own room this time. When we got to the place, I was so excited. Finally, some space to myself, some time to actually relax. But when we walked into the hotel room, my stomach dropped. There was only one queen-sized bed, and my mom looked at me with this guilty face and said there had been a mix-up with the booking. I asked where I was supposed to sleep, and she pointed to the floor. I didn't even have a bed, just my sleeping bag on the hard floor. And of course, Jaden needed me right there next to him, or he'd lose it. My mom said it wasn't supposed to be this way, but it was better than listening to Jaden and Camden fight for 10 days straight. By day 2, I was miserable. I couldn't sleep because the floor was uncomfortable, and I had to keep all my stuff near me so Jaden would know I was in the room. During the day, we could only do things that worked for Jaden, which meant no fun activities that other families were doing. It was like being a babysitter on a trip I didn't even want to be on anymore. When we got home, my grandparents asked how the vacation was. I didn't lie. I told them exactly what happened, how I slept on the floor for 10 days, how I had to think about Jaden constantly, how it wasn't a vacation for me at all. My dad's parents got really upset. They asked my mom why I had to make so many sacrifices and said they'd been noticing this pattern for a while. Then my mom's parents called and said the same thing. Both sets of grandparents offered to let me stay with them more often or even move in. My mom and stepdad freaked out and asked why I'd want to leave my family. My dad's parents said I shouldn't be forced to play caretaker every single night. They said clearly my mom and stepdad couldn't afford to give me the privacy and space a 16-year-old needs. More family members started calling. My aunts, my uncles, my cousins. Everyone was telling my mom and stepdad that what happened wasn't okay, that I deserved better, that they needed to figure something out. That's when my mom and stepdad turned on me. They said I was making a huge deal out of nothing and that I should be grateful. They kept saying it was still a vacation, even if it wasn't what I wanted, because I got away from the house for 10 days and had new experiences. Except I didn't have new experiences. We couldn't do most activities because of Jaden's needs. I spent 10 days being even more uncomfortable than I am at home. At least at home, I have my own bed. My stepdad said I was being selfish and ungrateful. My mom said I was hurting Jaden's feelings by complaining, but I wasn't lying or exaggerating. I genuinely hated every minute of that trip. Last week, my dad's parents showed up at the house unannounced and told my mom they were taking me for the weekend. My mom tried to argue, but they said I needed a break. I spent 3 days at their house in my own room with my own bed and nobody waking me up at night. It was the most relaxed I'd felt in years.